Yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about how it is when the mind is not so resourced, what to do with awareness practice when through no fault of the awareness, it's a little bit cool, or our own mood is not so resourced. So sometimes it is helpful to do some metta practice, and you can just do straightforward metta practice. But I've also been introducing what I call a receptive radiating metta practice. So it's using awareness, but with the metta flavors in awareness, just really accentuated. So it's very receptive still, has this quality of kindly awareness. And some of you may be familiar with Analayo, who in his book, I think it's The Compassion and Emptiness in Early Buddhist Thought, he introduces a practice that was done in the Buddha's day of just radiating metta, or radiating any of the Brahma Viharas. So there were no stages, there were no sort of chosen people in this practice. Though if you find people come into your own mind when you're doing this practice, then that's fine. So it's more objectless metta, brought about through awareness. So it's another way, if you like, of using the receptivity in the practice, but just accentuating the qualities on the spectrum of loving kindness, patience, openness, generous impulses, spaciousness, pleasure, leaning into pleasure. Or we can talk about it as growing the mood of metta through through awareness. Yeah. So this is helpful in that it resources the mind, makes the mind happy, changes the quality of awareness, changes the quality in the mind that we're noticing from, if you like. So that whatever it touches is affected by this, more positive, more a happier quality of mind, softer, brighter, more open, and therefore clearer. The awareness, metta awareness, can be clearer. So it's a gentle radiation. We're really not sort of trying to push it out there. It's very much about noticing what's already present and seeing through that attention on what's being noticed, how it can develop, how it can unfold. So we radiate gently through the heart and through the space of awareness, space of the body mind. And we extend beyond, through the body in all directions. This is how the practice was traditionally done. So I'll lead it through. Just a couple of things to say. So Analayo, he talks about it as a boundless metta or karana, whichever of the Brahma Viharas he's leading through. So boundless or unboundaried. And he makes the point that as soon as, if you like, this flow of kindly awareness, this flow of metta or karana goes beyond the body, the boundary of the physical body, it becomes unbounded. So we have boundless, open, spacious awareness, boundless metta. So it doesn't need to go a long way, if you like. But as soon as, if you like, we've just gone beyond that sense of the boundedness of the physical body, then the quality is unbounded. And Kamala Sheila makes another point. He says, if you meet boundaries, if you like, within the practice, then it's another way of talking about klesha, about the difficulties that we meet on the path. And so we just do what we would normally do with them in practice. He says we just be with them with a kindly, spacious awareness, being curious about what's this boundary, what's this resistance or tension or doubt or whatever else it might be, anxiety. So, just in a way, just letting the quality of the receptive metaphor awareness just come into relationship with that obstacle, that boundary. So you can do the practice this morning as I'll lead it, which will be, if you like, dialing up the metta element, the loving kindness aspect. Or you can do the practice oriented primarily to how you would normally do the more open, spacious awareness practice, perhaps aware of maybe just a little bit more emphasis on those qualities that help resource the mind. And before we start, I'm just going to read this poem by David White, which many of you will know, because I think it conveys a really helpful attitude in practice. If you like, it's the attitude that we're going for with this receptive type of practice, whether it's oriented in this way slightly more towards metta, or whether it's the just open awareness practice. So I'll read that, but set yourselves up first, and I'll stop recording.